All right, what's good? What's good? As y'all can see by the title, and y'all know I haven't been on here in quite some time, but as you can see by the title, we have a special guest, supposedly. His name is Young Eli. And we're gonna see if he's gonna come through at the end of the day. It's something going on that y'all are foreign to, knowledge of. But right now, what we're going to do is give this guy the ample opportunity to come on up here and not just talk in the comment section, but do what it is that he's talking about. He just subscribed to my channel, so he should um get this notification. I just got another message from him, so let me if he don't hit the link, especially if he sees his live, because I'm about to just respond to this comment and tell him to, because if he responded to me, he obviously should see the link or see the live. That way he can come on up and speak. And let me actually, yeah, I ain't dropped the actual link yet. Let me make sure I do that. See, people like this is funny. They hurt when they see somebody do something that's original. That's what it is. People like this is hurt, and that's just a fact. That's all. That's the craziest part about it. So let me go to YouTube real quick. Uh, okay. Respond to this cat too. Let me actually take the link and go to and paste it to him. Then he can't say he don't know how to get to it. If he don't click the link, he is just talking. To be honest, that's being real. Not that.
Hey, what's happening?
This ain't tripping. I tell you one thing for sure. I know you'll play back this video if you don't click on that link. I know that for sure because you subscribe to me and you watching regardless. And one thing I am gonna tell somebody like you, dude, off the jump, I just accidentally clicked on your channel anyway. One thing that you said within these comments yourself, you said that it ain't about, it ain't about the bragging rights. It's about what you do with the information in the first place, right? Well, that's exactly what I'm doing. I've taken one simple thing and one simple discovery, which I've discovered on my own, and I have done immense, great work with it, excellent work with it, plenty of work with it, copywritten. It's all out there. It's all on YouTube. The dates are out there, clear as day. Only thing somebody like you can do is come behind and try to claim and just talk because you want to know how I just said that you're just talking because you just literally just said it's about what you do, right? How come I got stuff out here and you don't if you discovered it, sir? If it's so important. Part of the reason why you don't have anything out here because your channel number one looks like it could be a channel that I knew of and the name has been changed or something. I seen a channel that looks similar. But part of the reason why you don't have anything out there on this as well, if it is somebody that I knew of from the past to switch the name up or something like that, at the end of the day, you know that with me having this copywritten and the people that I have behind me supporting me that already know of what I've done, people have already vouched for me and told me, let me know already that nobody else has done this on earth, what I've done and how it ain't about the truth is the truth. See, the symbol that you see with how I've drawn it out with the circuit that I've drawn out is the truth. It's drawn out like it is for a reason. There's no altering to it. There's no other way to get to it. Like you just said within these comments I'm about to read. There is no other way to get to this. It's only one way. So what you're saying about, this other, no, bro, a square is a square, okay? That's why my work is so simple. A square is a square at the end of the day. Everything that you see is fractals and everything is based off of the square. 45 degrees. You tell me within these comments the way that I'm explaining something like I'm missing, like I missed out something. Dude, let me tell you something, man. There is absolutely nothing that you could come up here and tell me about what I'm saying. And I say that not egotistically. I say that faithfully and factually. There's nothing that you could come up here and I don't say that out of one-mindedness. I've always said I'm a very open-minded person, but there's nobody up here who can come up here and tell me anything about what I'm doing right now that's any that it's something that I ain't even touched on in the past. The videos that you see, man, I've deleted plenty of videos, so I got plenty that you seeing right now, but I as well have plenty of them that I have not deleted but archived, that I have just sitting in the background, that I just chose to take down. You ain't went through and watched it. You just subscribed to my channel. I got hours and hours of videos. You have not went through every single one of my videos, and you're not going to sit up here and act like and play like you've watched every single one of my videos. So you can't tell me like you just even tried in this comment to tell me, that you've watched my videos and what I've said. I haven't said anything near, like, dude, you haven't watched it. I mean, literally, I don't even know how many hours it is because most of the streams that I do at least an hour stream. Most of them, not all. And that ain't even on purpose. That's just a fact. So I'm gonna click on these comments and read these real quick. I don't know why it's not just okay, so it's showing all of my guests. Excuse me. I just don't get why it's saying hide 14. I guess I'm gonna have to actually click on the freaking video. On my old video. Yeah, that's why this cat went to my first video in there. I can already tell that the type of motive that this type of guy got. I ain't even down talking on him. I'm just proving this guy wrong, and it lets me know enough. This dude ain't even came up here. He's seen the freaking comment. He's been responding to me in the comments. He ain't came up here, and if that's you watching now, bro, click the link and come on up. You have the opportunity to talk to me one-on-one, person to person. That way we don't even have to go back and forth in the chat, and we don't even have to be on no negative stuff. If you really got information that you have to offer, then you need to be up here offering and proving me wrong. If not, you're just talking, and you know that. Like you just said, it's about what you do with the information, right? That's what you said, correct? Okay, so what are you doing? Because I can show you improve, dude. I'm doing the whole damn life. I go to your channel, you don't have anything. Nothing. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. These dudes are clowns, bro. They not on nothing, no type of serious no nothing serious about this, man. That's exactly what I thought, bro. And I'm not gonna let it slide. I'm going through every detail because I want everything that this guy said to be touched on, because it's pure ignorance at this point. Anybody coming like this and thinking like this, something originally discovered, bro. That's like saying, the Leonardo da Vinci, the drawing that he drew is not original. Nobody ever, I don't see, at the end of the day, I don't see any number pyramids out here. You can't find any no mathematician has ever drawn this out. You just brought up, people, you just brought up in the comment that you dropped about the different countless discoveries that different people have made, which I even know that's common sense. Yeah, it's millions of discoveries that have been made, which is furthermore why I'm saying that this is so special. Because out of the millions of discoveries that have made, something that's so simplistic and so freaking important, people have looked over. And you are somebody who realizes that, because you obviously see what I can see in it. That I ain't gonna tell you don't see what I see in it. The thing is, you're just bringing a negative energy because you want to be you one of the many few that want to have some type of, you don't want it to seem like it's all me, like I'm the only one that did it. When at the end of the day, the fact is, dude, I'm the only, that's like saying that Marco Rodin didn't do. Now, Rodin didn't do what he did. And I proved that myself, while people think that he did. But can you prove it is all I'm saying. Because if you can, then that's where I submit. You can't show and prove to me anywhere where literally somebody has drawn, like I was saying with the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa is an original painting. All of the highest, selling paintings in the world are original paintings. That means that nobody has drawn it out like that before, or drawn that specific picture. So has anybody else in the world ever drawn out what I'm saying with the numbers, with the 0 through 9 pyramid, and pulled in the numbers 1 and 8, 0 and 9, and 45 degrees to the center like that? Not only did they do that, they took the information beyond that point and started to create a fractal out of it. That's just the basic information. And from that realization, they also went on down the line to realize it and link it to where nobody has ever done this, linked it to the Nazca lines. And then this dude is coming up disrespecting me and telling me what I have, what I have not discovered on my own and stuff like that. You being disrespectful at this point, Cat. And that's just being real. At this point, that's blatant disrespect. You don't tell nobody what they didn't do on their own. I don't care that you came up behind me. And just like I'm about to read this comment that I left you, you can't do nothing but come up behind my trails. Everything is already there. And all you doing is just trying to be a negative entity to take me off of my focus and my path. There's nothing that you can do that I haven't already done. That's a fact. But when it comes to this number 45 degrees, there's nothing you can explain about it that I ain't explained, dude. Period. Nothing. And if you can, like I said, you click the link and you come up. Otherwise, you're just talking and you have no information to offer, my guy. Period. J Ma, shout out to you. Yeah, other than that, you just have absolutely no information to offer, my dude. You just talking and you have no information to offer. I don't know how long I got to keep this stream rolling, but I'm waiting on you to reply to my comment. You've been replying to all of the other ones, but then now you're quiet. All of a sudden you're mute. That's exactly my point. You're proving me right. Just like I said in the title, bro, I don't have to go back and forth with you. You ain't nothing but a waste of time at this point. I want you to realize that. And I'm going to read your little comments for you because you're telling me what I can't do on my own, bro. When at the end of the day, my stuff is already out here, bro. I don't need anybody's help. I have shown that I don't need nobody's help. And you just don't want the discovery to be adhered to just me. You want it to seem like this is some type of awakening that hit multiple people all at one time and stuff like that, dude. When I'm the only person who's drawing out this, just like the Mona Lisa is only one Mona Lisa. It's only one person who chose to take the numbers 1 through 9 and do it like that, invert it like that, and then create the fractal that I'm creating. Ain't nobody ever did this project that I'm creating right now. If you're telling me that I didn't discover what I discovered, you're also telling me that there is somewhere on the face of this earth, somebody has already drawn out the fractal composition of 0 through 9. You basically telling me somebody has already drawn this right here. You basically telling me, I mean, it's countless discoveries, dude. That's the thing about you that you're not getting. And you sitting up here trying to tell me what I have not done. How many people have linked 45 degrees with weed, my guy? This is just the weed diagram. This is just one thing right here. Like I said, I've made countless discoveries with the numbers 45 degrees. Nobody else has done this with the Masonic encampment. That's just one thing with the Masonic encampment and flat earth cosmology and all of that type of stuff. This right here that you see right here, if you're telling me that I'm not the original discoverer, where as soon as you can find me on earth that somebody else has taken this picture or that this right here is drawn out exactly like it is, that the colors and everything, the elements, the places of everything is exactly like it is, then guess what? Then you can tell me that somebody else has discovered what I've discovered. Because the fact is that I'm showing you, while you telling me you got information that I ain't got, let me tell you something, homeboy. Just like I can write in information, write in information in a way that you can't comprehend and you can't even get. You would be a duck to think that I put out everything for y'all to know and didn't reserve just in case I have clowns come around and try to act like you're acting. And not just submit to the fact that, hey, bro, I ain't never seen nobody else do this before me. I might have realized it and thought of it after him, but dang, bro, kudos to you, because at the end of the day, man, this is crazy. And look at the work that you already got. You're a guy that's over here on my channel right now talking more about, hey, that's how you know it's ego from you, not me. It ain't the transverse way. You're sitting up here talking about, oh my God, you this stuff about, ego and all of this type of stuff. That's more so what you focusing on. You ain't focusing on the fact that you see somebody you said that you went through and watched my videos. I know you ain't watched all of them, but you claim you watched some. I'll give you that. So at the end of the day, you've seen my content. You can tell that you're a hater is what I'm getting at. You can tell that you're kind, that you are a hater and you just want to you can tell that somebody is a hater. They try to disguise it with this whole universe Everybody is one. Everything, if one person discovered this, it's everybody who really discovered the type of because they don't want one person to have their shine, because they wish, after all, that they had the shine. You know how I know? Because you say it through your own words. You said as well, you're not the only one. You're not the answer. You don't want me to be the answer. That's the problem. Who said? I never said that I was the answer, actually. Huh. That's the craziest thing about it. That's how I can tell that you are a hater. That's all that you are. And I can tell you right now, bro, you was acting all, talking about some, you ain't no friction over there in Sanchez area in his lane while I was over there, which is where you come from, which also lets me know, hey, at the end of the day, I already been on Sanchez stuff years ago talking about this. Where were you then? Since you discovered it, and you just came across Sanchez. You had to just come across Sanchez after that. At the end, so something just ain't adding up with you regardless. It don't matter how you try to twist it, how you try to make it sound. Either way it goes, you are not legit, period. You have no content on your channel. You have nothing to offer, no knowledge. You have absolutely zero knowledge out here. And you still have not come to click the link because you are scared, because you are nothing but talking. That's all that you are. You're not nobody as far as what I'm doing, bro. And you're not going to come in my lane and try to incorporate yourself in it. I'm not even giving you no real type of shine. I'm just addressing your behind because I thought it was pretty bold for you to even say such. Because I can go on do I have to go back and pull up a video, or do I have to go on the internet right now and go on a full search again for 45 degrees for the numbers 0 through 9? Who's put it out there? Where has it been explained like that? And you can't find a damn thing. Guess what, bro? You say it's all about what you do with it. I always quote somebody whenever they say something and prove them that they don't even live by it. Might not realize that they ain't even walking by what they saying. I've actually done something with it. How come if it was really this universal thing that you making it like you made in these concepts, I mean in these comments that you wrote here, how come it ain't universal, my guy? How come everybody don't know it? And how come everybody ain't drawing it out? Because this is mighty important, dude. That's one thing that I can tell you. That's a fact of what I can tell you, my guy, is this is mighty important. It's something that's been left out of the world and it's a key. Just it's like saying, I'm proving to people it's beyond the 369 concept. And I ain't just saying that. I've shown and proved that. Nobody's ever shown and proved what I've shown and proved. I got information over here on my channel. I got information on Sanchez's channel. I got stuff put in stone already. I'm ahead of the wave. I got stuff. I'm ahead of the wave in a way that people will not comprehend. I could tell that this dude is hating as well because he was saying you're not the only one with the gift and all this type of stuff. I never said that I was the only one with the gift. It all that, you know what, bro? Whenever somebody say like that just lets you know. Whenever someone says something about you're not the only one with the gift, you're not the only one talented. I never freaking said I was. I actually compliment pretty much a whole bunch of people on my channel. I shout a bunch of people out for their talents and what they do when I see talent shining. All that lets me know whenever I hear somebody say those words, subconsciously, all they spewing out of their little mouth, whenever they say, you, and down somebody's, talent and try to make it seem like you're not the only one with it, like you ain't special, basically, with what you're doing. That's all he's saying. At the end of the day, whenever somebody does that just lets you know that you shining that damn bright to where you are. That's all that they can see. Literally. You literally shining that damn bright to where you all that they can see. To where they got to tell you that you ain't the answer. To where they got to tell you that you ain't nothing. To where they got to tell you and try to push you, try to pull you. I never said that I was, but hey, what I'm getting at is that I must be shining so bright that somebody must think that I am if they trying to tell me I'm not. Real talk. And then they can't prove it. Then they too scared to click the link. Then they too scared to where they got to sit and watch from the outside because they don't want to click in the show that they're viewing and they want to look at captions. Come on now, dude. I'm telling you, I'm way ahead. I'm way ahead. And the games that you're playing, the things that you got on your mind, bro, I'm telling you right now, it's senseless and it's not gonna go anywhere at all. I'm telling you right now. I don't have to go into no defense type of mode, nothing like that, dude. Like I say, man, the number 45, everything that has to do with it, that's me 100%. It's just like any painting that any artist could create. Where on earth have you seen this painting right here? Bingo. That's my point. That debunks it all. Anybody try to get around that, you just sound silly. How can you get around that? Can you find this laid out just like this? Everything is for a reason. All of those colors ain't just colors just for the pretty. It's actual elements, or that's what it's signifying. The region and boundary of elements, the placement of elements. Ain't nobody ever did this in history, dude. And that's exactly what I'm getting at. I knew it was going to be somebody try bold, but I know at the end of the day as well, what one other thing I knew is that they ain't going to click the link. They're going to be scared. All they can do is watch. All somebody can do is copy me. And somebody can try to tell me, you can't do it alone. Well, guess what, dude? All of this right here, I'm doing alone. The full finished project, which ain't too far away, I'm doing and I did alone. And ain't nobody gonna tell me I didn't do it alone. Everything that I discovered about the Nazca lines, I did it alone. Nobody else has helped me. That's a fact. Art Cook, you right there, bro. And I'm proud that you here. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna need you, man. I'm gonna need somebody like you. I'm gonna need y'all. I'm not gonna even lie at this point. I'm just being real. I ain't saying what I'm gonna become and not, bro, but at the end of the day, I'm letting you know I know where you at and everything with that. And what I'm doing is serious, man. I got a lot to offer y'all. That, like, when you talk about, I know I ain't the money hog or nothing like that, but at the end of the day, if you're talking about making some money and leaving behind history, one day you're gonna be proud that been and amazed that you was around. This is history, dude. No Mason ain't ever did this in history, or even explain this. And I ain't saying I'm better than no Mason. I'm just saying I know that y'all the only people that will get it, and that's just a fact. Besides people like Sanchez himself, I appreciate you telling me. I'm on the right course, and I've always been, always have been since I've heard you. Keep up the good works. Wisdom speaks for itself. Absolutely, that's real. That's 100% real. That's real talk. Um, that's why I'm showing everything that I'm showing to the guy, because it just all of the talking and stuff, is one thing. That's why I show the originality behind my stuff. I say what I say because I know Mason's around my way. I'm taking what I'm taking to the Grand Lodge, and when I take it in there and I talk to who I need to talk to, I know that you don't know more about that road and everything, but this is stuff that y'all didn't know about or don't know about. All the Jacob's ladder stuff with the quilt, that's basic stuff. But with these Nazca lines, this is showing potentially that, because it's tying up too much with masonry. It's showing potentially even linkage between, and man, man, linkage between the Nazca and Freemasons for whatever odd reason, and it's only so much that I could because I ain't came to 100% conclusions on that, but they tie up so freaking much, and it's so odd to me. But I definitely appreciate all help and appreciation that is shown my way. I'm about to read this guy's comments like I promised I would, and yeah, I definitely do. And that's despite all of the negativity. I know people be Freemason this, Freemason that. I go off of character, man, and what people trying to do. People who understand and um, willing to listen out and stuff like that. That's what I go based off of, is character, man, and what people, adhere to. Let's see. 14 replies. Okay, there it is. All right. Can I zoom in? Yep. Okay, he said, this is crazy. I discovered the same thing. He said this 3 hours ago. This is on my first, the first video that I made when I was on Sanchez's channel. It originally showed the 4.5 discovery. This has to be a higher source of information connecting with people. That's something I don't even disagree with. I actually agree with that. All I'm saying is that I am the ripple effect, the drop in the water, dude. You know, literally, like what I just showed. That I, literally, the I is the ripple effect, and I, you know, all of my stuff show. Is this the full thing? Full count? Where is it? A way to show the full. Okay, I said. It says this has to. I said it says this. Well, he said this is crazy. I discovered the same thing. This has to be a higher source of information connecting with people. I said, yeah, bro. After me, to discover something is only possible by one individual at one specific date and time. I have proof and log of me discovering what I've done first and all the advancements of it. You just realize that after. You just realize it after, bro. That's why you have come across me on the same platform, bro Sanchez. My stuff has been out for years now, dude. That's what I was telling. See, what I'm saying is in response to this comment as well, like up here in the first half, yeah, bro, but after me, which is the discovery, which triggered the whole thing. I discovered, you know, if any, you know, I ain't gonna follow them, but that's why I didn't come at them crazy, you know, and I really didn't throughout the whole interaction, you know. It's just like, and then I down here I was saying that's why, you know, I've come across, but referring to this right here, this has to be a higher source of information connecting with certain people. That's what I'm saying, you know, some type of magnetizing factor. I've been saying with my work, you know, it's only certain people who are gonna comprehend, and the other people have been telling me it's only certain people who are gonna comprehend or have the eye and the ear to listen. This dude got the it's the good thing about him is that he has the eye and the ear to listen and comprehend and get the fact of what of all of the information that I'm saying. The bad thing about him is that he's a hater, and that's a fact. I'm showing that and proving that through how this dude even talks and his motives, how he moves and everything. Let me click on his channel just for the record of it to see what type of content, what type of enlightening information this brother has on his. Nothing. But we talking about who's about action and stuff like that and what, you know, needs to be done. Let me tell you, dude, I better not find my intellectual property on your behalf anywhere on the internet, period. Post it or outside in the public, because at the end of the day, it's mine and it's copywritten, like I've said. And I will take any, like I said, I got larger people behind me, and I would take it to any measures that I need to in order to protect my stuff. And that's just a fact. So you can take that how you want to, but that's not a threat. That's just a promise, as they say. Now, returning back to the comment. Like I said, I seen it in you. Light shines through worthy vessels. The order is just a way to get it, but the light shines through the ones. Initiation is of the heart and mind. Absolutely, I agree. Real talk, not just to agree, but that's just a fact. Real tight, real tight, real talk. Light shines through the vessel. Whereas I don't know why this saying go right back to it. It's a crying shame that this guy did not even hit the no balls to hit the link. But you can talk so much stuff afterwards after I tell you that at the end of the day I'm the originator of this. You can talk so much, you defend yourself so much in the comments. It's scary. And not only scary, just contradictory and not offering anything real. You have nothing to offer, bro. 4 years ago is the last time you posted on your channel. I post at least once a month. Worthy information out and you will not ever disrespect what I've done again, down here as you went down to continue to do. You will not ever disrespect what I've done again and think that you're not just gonna be put on blast for it and show that you can't even defend it. You just talking, you know. And what was I saying? Yeah, like I said, I read that. And then he says, yeah, through time, and that's true. But I figured it out on my own before I knew about who you were. Okay. So I thought about it, read his comment, thought about it. Okay. Then he came back with another 4 comments, I think. So he going in pretty much off of what I said. So obviously this is showing that it triggered something, correct? That's all I'm saying. Whenever somebody, because I didn't make that long of a comment. It was real simple and discreet. He comes back with 3 or 4 comments. So I'm saying whatever this really means is showing myself and you that we aren't the only ones. It doesn't matter who found it first. That's an ego. I just care that the signs are showing that the signs are showing the right answers. See, that's the funny thing. That's why I said he's a hater. It's hater detector, real talk. Beep beep, real talk. At the end of the day, you saying right here, so I'm saying whatever this really means is showing myself and you that we aren't the only ones. I've been showing that myself with the other dude with the NASCAR lines. That's what I've been saying with the NASCAR lines. There's I see you saying it, but I'm proving it. Okay, that's the thing about it. All you're saying all of this information. That's the difference. I'm proving it. You know how am I proving it? Because when you take my overlay and it's the freaking NASCAR lines decrypted in a way that, and that ain't even just the NASCAR lines. It's actually a freaking crop circle that popped up too. So whatever it is that creates crop circles is the same, got the same type of intelligence as the people who created the NASCAR lines. That should let you know enough. Now, he goes on to say, he just doesn't matter who found it first. That's an ego. Y'all gonna hear me address that. That's an ego. I just care about what the signs are showing and the right answers. Well, of course, right here too. But one thing about you, dude, you don't. That's just what you want to think. Just because somebody says that they found it first, that don't mean that it's ego. That's just that's the conclusions that you come to. That's young Eli's perspective. But if you go based on facts and ask me instead of just assuming that, hey, just because what I'm talking about, I'm saying I found it first, that I'm being egotistical. If you ask me why am I so worried about and tenacious on the fact that I'm the owner of this discovery, literally, dude. At the end of the day, like I say all of that down here. And on top of that, I have more information on this than what you were explaining in the video and have proof. We have 2 different methods how we discovered the same information. That's what I'm saying, dude. You can discover the same information about what I'm saying with the numbers 45 through Marco Rodin and the Freemasonic encampment, which I'm showing. That's the only other way that you can do with this freaking circle. But what I'm getting at is that there is not it's like saying what you're saying right now by saying that there is another way. I know you lying because it ain't no other way to create the Mona Lisa. Okay. The Mona Lisa, nobody will ever be able to recreate the Mona Lisa to where it has every single pen and stroke to be exactly how the Mona Lisa is and put exactly in the same exact spot to make the contrast, saturation, composition, lines, everything to be exactly how the original is. You would never humanely be able to do that. That is exactly what I'm saying with my work. Nobody has ever done that, dude. It's not out there. It's not explained. It's not copywritten. That's why I was able to do that. That's a fact. Well, what do? You just talk. And on top of that, I have more information than on this, then, well, it must not be too important to you. And like you saying, it is to the universe and the people, because I'm doing work for the universe. What the heck are you doing, sir? You're not putting anything out here. You see how contradictory you are? And then you try to tell me I'm contradictory. You must be a clown. Real talk. You can have all the bragging rights. Let me see, because this is a longer comment. I don't know why this thing don't just play or display the full comment. You can have, matter of fact, I'll read it from my phone actually, because it's there. I'll just have to show y'all part of it right there on the, on the what's the name. There's something over here I can click. Nope. Nothing at all. Dang. That fool still ain't clicked that link. Still ain't clicked the link. And he actually still in the comment section talking, bro. This dude is a trip, man. I ain't got time for cats like this. That's all I know. That's all I know. Anyway, that comment was what it says is it is a full comment actually. Okay. You can have I saw the dot and thought it wasn't a full thing. It says you can have all the bragging rights, but it's what you do with the information in the first place. Okay, well, let's go and see what you've done with the information in the first damn place, dude. Nothing. Exactly, nothing. And you want to know why? Because your ass can't do nothing, young Eli, sir. You can't do nothing, dude. Because at the end of the day, this is my property. And I'm telling you right now, you do not have permission to use my work. You do not have permission to use my. At the end of the day, copyright is copyright. Now, there's, I know you got fair use and all of that different type of stuff, but I'm telling you right now, whenever somebody also tells somebody that they are not allowed to use their intellectual property, me and you obviously have a failure to communicate. You can't comprehend that fact. So at the end of the day, if anything, I take you as trying to be a threat to what I'm doing. You obviously not as supports. If anything, you're giving me negative feedback, negative energy more than any positive. Because like I've said, you can tell that you're a hater. You can tell that you're out to try to merely steal somebody else's shine, or you just wish that you was in a certain position as another person, intellectually and talent wise, because you bring up my talent. You bring up me not being the one. Well, obviously you must think I'm the one, because I never, I don't go around saying I'm the one. I'm just saying that I got a message that nobody else has. And at the end of the day, whenever you're around somebody like bro, of course you're going to get the spark. Of course the spark going to cross your mind, because you're around a platform like his that I'd be around. That's exactly what I did. Is I'm a spark in a ripple effect, dude. What I've done is ain't nobody else. You see, this dude's like, and then when you move in secret as well, this is why Masons move in secret, because you got ignorant fools like you who think you can just come behind somebody and say stuff like you saying, belligerent nonsense like you saying. That's why they move in secret, and I comprehend that. That's just a fact. Because people think that you don't have no respect to just at the end of the day say, you know what, bro, you did that. I'm that type of dude. I'll just let a nigga. Why do niggas act like that with me, dude? I don't get, like, I'm the type of person that'll quickly tell somebody, man, look, I actually admire you for what you've done. I never could have did that. I never did it. And then I set on my own path to find something of my own, if it inspires me enough, to do my own thing in my own light. But then you got a fool like this who will try to come behind and try to act like and try to attach themselves. Nah, bro, in this age, I'm telling you right now, bro, it's already people who know infamous or not famous, notorious or whatever, whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, people know this PR Corey, bro. That's a fact. People know this face as well. You might think they don't. Don't let the numbers fool you. You doing one thing, but don't, bro. I'm telling you right now, dude. I don't even like to talk about it, but at the end of the day, I got connections. I got big connections in this world, bro, that I already know what's up. That I didn't already let know what's up. You can't come behind me and try to denounce shit, dude. I'm telling you now. It's over. I already got motherfuckers stopped, and that stuff is over, dude. I wouldn't have never came on this internet and started to disperse my own information if I didn't know that I was rightfully the one who's done this. I would make myself look like a clown. I sat up for a very long time surfing the internet looking for my invention, looking for any information to deal with what I'm talking about. And I found nothing. Closest thing you're going to get is vortex-based math. And I'm proving that Rodin did not discover that. The Freemasons been had that. That's a fact. That's why they were interested in his work, because he caught on to what they knew. So guess what they did with Rodin? They pretty much looked at, when you do certain stuff in this world, man, that even if you might not be a Freemason, you produce something that they can utilize, or, that's of extreme significance to them. You might not be a Mason, but based off of that fact alone, that you've done something along those lines that that they ain't even did, that literally contributes to and helps the world, not only their order but the world, because this brings a different perspective to the whole order of Freemasonry. I'm not up here justifying it, but I'm just saying it's a fact that brings a whole new, and that's what people run away from too, because they're scared of that. They scared of anybody saying that the Masons was right on something. That's one thing that people don't ever want to admit, and I realize that. That's one thing that people don't ever want to admit, is that the Masons was right on something, and they think that everything that they have is already out there, but they got a coded book for a reason, many of them. And then he says later on in the comment, and I can't click, I thought I had to read more, but it ain't on here. I said, and it does matter who found it first. That's like saying if you found a place to call home first, it doesn't matter. Am I right or wrong? That's just a mere fact. It has nothing to do with ego. That's just how you choose to see things and choose to sum it to. It has to be ego if you care about who did what first, which truly is your ego shining, bro. If you ask why I care about who did it first instead of stamping it as ego instead, you'll come to the reality that with me, it's much so rather protection and fortification of my intellectual property, fam. But what are the facts that we can go off of? The fact that I am the owner of the discovery in real life, bro. The original artist, the origin. The fact that I am years in with this already, and you are coming up trying to act like you know something about it. I don't, which he doesn't. And if he did know anything important about it, he would already have it out there. And he don't got it out there, and he ain't gonna never have it out there, because I don't give him permission to use my stuff, because he can't even have the audacity to respect me enough to, and respect my word. This is disrespect at this point, is how I see it. Period. Because the dude's got some comments that I ain't even read yet that he's sent in since we've been on this video. But he's sitting up here acting like he don't see me live. Because he's too scared, because what he want me to do is read out something belligerent. But I'll answer that. You'll come to reality that with me, it's much so rather protection and fortification of my intellectual property, fam. But what are the facts we can go off of? The fact that I'm the owner of this discovery in real life, the original artist. The fact I'm years in with this already, and you are coming up trying to act like you know something about it. I don't. It has nothing to do with ego, more so about the truth being untainted, and about it not being altered by outsiders, and the legacy of it being known to its rightful discoverer, me, than ego ever with me. That's just a fact, bro. I've done the work. He's mad, and he goes on to say in other comments, no one person can do it alone. It's like this dude, basically everything, it's like every word that this dude is sitting up here coming out of his mouth is the opposite of what he really want to tell me. Or like he want to insert himself. He telling me I can't do it alone because he really would rather it really be a group thing. He don't want it to be just this one person. He knows for a fact this, so that's why he won't click the link, because he know I got evidence with everything I'm showing, and he has nothing. Like literally, he knows it. Like all he need is a piece of pencil and paper to come up here and talk and show it. Is he gonna do it though? No, because he's a little punk and scared punk. Do I gotta say that to make you come up here? You know, at the end of the day, dude, it ain't that dang on much, man. If you really got that much to offer, somebody would, be able to jump their behind on up here and offer to the people what they supposed to be offering. But you got nothing. And you're not going to have nothing on your channel that got to do with what I'm talking about. And you just wanted to say, you expected me within that comment section to say, within like you said, the numbers, you even said the number 0 through 9. That's how I know that you on the basic stuff, dude. It ain't got to do with just the number 0 through 9. That's why I told 45 is the key. You sitting up here talking about 0 through 9 in Sanchez's comment section when I already, man, 0 through 9 is the base. That's just the basic counting. That's, yes, okay, that's the chronological counting. That's the true number system. And the way that I set it up, it shows the truth behind it. And nobody's ever done that. It's not on the internet. Nobody else can and then at the end of the day, if it is out there, how come, okay, with all of the numerology videos out there, with all of the great people out here like Sanchez out here, if it's so well known as this person says, and it's such a universal thing as this dude is saying, how come the hell ain't nobody else on Sanchez channel talking about it or drew this out or showed it? You want to know why? Because I'm the only person who's done it. That's a fact. It don't matter how much you try to come up under somebody's video and try to gaslight them and try to make it seem like they didn't do what the heck they did, and they not the only person who's done it, and they not the only person who working, because ain't nobody helping me but my grandmother, and that's a fact. Ain't nobody helping me but my grandmother with what I'm doing, dude. I'll proudly say that. At the end of the day, what I draw out, dude, ain't nobody drew this out. It ain't nowhere. I'm the only person who's done it. He's still dropping comments too. That's how I know he watching, or at least see me watching from the outside. I'm not even here to be connect, but I'm just doing it. The reason why I'm doing this because I'm not wasting time. All I'm doing is I'm just making an example out of this dude for anybody on down the line before you even think about it. Because you can't do it. This just shows, look at the title. I want to emphasize, look at that title. It says what it says for a reason. If he ain't clicked the link, then he just talking, period. You got nothing to offer. You just talking. But what are the facts that we can go off of? The fact that I'm the owner of the discovery. Oh yeah, I read that. What you are claiming you know more of here, dude, is only a piece of the puzzle. If that, dude, that's me saying this. I have countless discoveries made with the 45 essence, and no matter what, you or anyone on earth can only follow a trail that I have already went down and paved. And I come behind with a follow-up comment, a long, nice one, and I said, and you said it's what you do with the information in the first place. That's why I have endless content beyond this point you just came to regarding it, dude. What mind can't do it alone? One mind can't do it alone is what you said, bro. I said, no, bro. One mind did it alone. One mind realized this first all alone. One mind is literally drawing this up all alone. Ain't nobody helping me do this, dude. This is a rare record, literally, that I'm doing. This is something I'm doing on my own. Ain't nobody discovered this with the NAS. See, you ain't talking about no NASCAR lines. You got no information on that. Ain't nobody got no that's privy to me. If you type in 45 degrees NASCAR lines on, matter of fact, I ain't gonna say if you type, I'm gonna actually do it. I'm gonna actually do it. I'm gonna actually fucking do it. Excuse my language, man. I'm going to actually do it. And that's something I was gonna go into later. I wasn't even meaning to expose that, dang. But this is what I was gonna say about the Nazca lines later. One discover not discovery, I ain't gonna say because it ain't concrete yet. But if you look at the Nazca lines and what I've been showing y'all with the Estrella, at the end of the day, it looks like a radar. The other two, I got a new speculation on the other two right about now. But literally, if you go to let me see. Come on now. And this is all. This is greatness of what I need. 45. See what pops up. There you go. PR Corey. Several 45 degrees. The Nazca lines discovery. Crop circles in the Nazca lines. 45 degrees. Don't you know that if you type this up anywhere in the world, it's only 373 results, 73,000 results that they're showing you. And guess what? Mine is the first ones that come up. If this was something that was out here, dude, and the Peru people that I'm talking to, which I ain't gonna give you all of my information, the people I'm already talking to, they are amazed. I'm in the works. I can only work right now, bro. So I can't be too heavy on talking and too much. So at the end of the day, bro, I got to, do what it do first. But at the end of the day, see, you don't see, and I'm going down so that people can see it ain't just me. Like you, I went through all of this, man. You can go through all of this as much as you want to. You're not gonna find nothing about 45 degree. If you see these in here, it's just gonna tell you mere stuff like it's just leaning at a 45-degree angle. They're talking about the plane leaning at a 45-degree angle when they're looking at, but they're not talking about no type of the numbers 4 and 5. Nothing 45 degrees. All of that is me. And if it say view all, I wonder how many will pop up. Money on the Monday, that's me again. I don't see nothing about 45 degrees on them two right here. Nothing about 45 degrees. 45 degrees, Nazca line started right back down here. Who's that by? Wow, who is that? Oh, that's me. Haha, that's me. Man, I'll tell you, bro. I ain't got time to play with y'all fools, bro. I'm always gonna have the upper hand. What you don't get? That's why people quit fucking with me. I'm telling you, see, ain't nobody over here. I look at that as a crown now. Like real talk. I know a lot of people probably say, "What?" Like, yeah, bro. I look at that as a crown now, bro. Do you see that ain't nobody over here fucking with me, bro? That's one thing. Ain't nobody gonna come up and debate PR Corey. PR Corey and mute his mic and be quiet and won't say nothing until you lie on him. If you let a lie come out your mouth, I'm gonna cut you off. It ain't being disrespectful. It's just like, why would you let somebody continue to spread a lie? You know, if somebody's saying something that's false, don't let them keep on talking, But if they say something you disagree with, that's different. A disagreement is different than a lie, period. I still don't see nothing. Ain't nothing came up. Peru and everything is coming up. You don't see nothing with 45 degrees, dude. Golly, y'all niggas is, Christmas star. And this is what I was talking about. I wonder what this one says. Because if it say anything about 45 degrees, I know something. I know it. I know that this Christmas star was at 45 minutes. The star of Bethlehem, which was all what Bro Sanchez was just talking about in his previous stream. Star of Bethlehem slash the Tetragrammaton. All of this stuff is what me and him been talking. And see, when people see that you talking about something on a certain level, because see, Sanchez got his own thing. That's what they don't like. They motherfuckers know that I'm Sanchez arch enemy in a good way. The nigga can't stand me, but at the same time, he love to have me around because of what I offer in the way he wished that it was him did it too. I can tell to some degrees, but it ain't no type of hostile negative energy or nothing. It's just wild, man. At the end of the day, dude, y'all gonna have to come to realize, bro. At the end of the day, man, I'm just on another level. Trying to see where it says something about 45 degrees. And this, because I don't know why it would bring this up, in the results. Because it got because I've been saying Jupiter and Saturn is 4 and 5. I've been saying that. I just don't get where 45 degrees would bring this up. Excuse me. 0.1 degrees, so yeah, nothing with it. So that just let me know that's maybe the AI connecting the two. I don't know. I know that they got nothing to do with each other. Well, I ain't gonna say well, based off what I know now, yes, they do. But at the end of the day, before that shit, nothing, nothing. My God, nothing. Nadia, just Nadia. I mean, come on now. You ain't gonna find that, boy. I'm the original truth, and you can't do nothing. Can't nobody else do nothing but come up behind me. This is the home base, the Nazca Lines. This is one of the hugest mysteries of the world. One of. I didn't say it's the only. I didn't say it's the top. I said it's one of the hugest mysteries in the world. That is a fact. Okay. And I'm the only person to have done this. I don't care what your little behind tries to come up here in these little comment sections and say up behind me as I'll continue to finish out your comments as I make my exit out of here. I'll go ahead and read your comments and continue because at the end of the day, I have absolutely no cares about anything your little butt has to say at this point. And that's how I'm going to talk to you because I look at you like a child acting like that. A little butt, like because that's how children act. Jealous children that can't submit to the fact. It ain't about submitting to a man, which is what y'all probably think how the energy is with me. It's about submitting to my talent and my being, bro. Like what I'm actually capable of, and voicing that this dude is amazing. Once you do, it's just a fact. I don't just brag on myself just for no reason, dude, and I barely do. But what I've done is amazing. Ain't nobody else did this, Yeah, that's why you can't find it. And you can't tell me you can't. I mean that you can because you cannot. If it was as important and if all of his words was real and true as he say it is, and if it's about what you do with it, how come the hell ain't nobody doing nothing with this powerful information but me? And I'm proving it. Exactly, because I'm the one because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm going to his comments now, trying to find where I left off. Let me see. Where did I leave off here? See everybody else down. Shout out to everybody who came under there, because at the same time, just for the heck of it, shout out to Information Man Show. He comes through and he drops comments. He actually, he does that sometimes when he can. I appreciate that. MJ Givens don't come around, so shout out to her too. Whoever that is right there said, 2G314 STL. Keep it up, young brother. Keep it up. These is people who got common sense to actually, wow, nice find, to realize something, bro. That that can see eye to eye, but at the same time, this is ignorance right here. On the reflective property. This right here is just pure ignorance from a cat like this. Which comment was it? Okay. Right, that's what I said. I said picking back up approximately where I think I left off. I said, just because you realize some, yeah, just because I said, I'll just read starting from the jump. And you said it's what you do with the information in the first place. That's why I have endless content beyond this point. You just came to regarding it, dude. One mind can't do it alone. No, bro. One mind did it alone. And one mind realized it, realized this first all alone. And that's a fact. Like I just showed, you can rewind to 30 seconds or a minute, 2 minutes, however much it was, and you can see I just went through the internet on one little skim search. Nothing in the top results, and there ain't that many. You know that Google on any other type of, I can type in any other thing, and it'll bring up probably hundreds of millions of results. Literally, that didn't have but nothing but a few thousand, few 100,000. You know, for there to be so many, think about how many searches there are in the world and how many people there are in the world, and then Mr. Universe, who says it's so fucking universal. Huh. Okay. So think about the universe. Only 300,000 results out the universe, partner. Get your mind right, dude. Just because you realize something after I said, and lastly, look here, fam. Just because you realize something after someone else has already discovered it and has proof and a lot of people behind him down at the drop of a penny to vouch for him under any circumstances. Real talk, because what I have is native to my land. It's native to my land, and it's unifying. It's playing in part with the Bible. That's part of why because the stuff that I am pulling out and showing, you don't like it, and it makes you feel uncomfortable because you feel like I'm showing how special I am, which is what I'm doing. I'm showing how, not just how special I am, but how great my work is and the facts that's behind it. I can't change the fact that this stuff lines up, but you know one thing I can't, and not just lines up, it lines up with me. That goes for the Cancer sign, the astrology, the numbers 4 and 5, fourth and fifth house, all of that type of stuff. My zodiac, everything with me as a person, linking that with all type of stuff that's going on. Somebody like you resorts to saying stuff like, you are not the answer, because you don't want me to be the answer, because egotistically what you're really saying is I'm the answer. That's what your ass really want to say to me is I'm the answer. You're not the answer. You can't do this alone. I see you working on this. I see you working hard on what you're doing, but you ain't gonna do nothing with it. You ain't nobody. Just because you can draw, just because you real good, you ain't nobody. You ain't gonna make it with this. That's all that you really saying through your words, dude. That's exactly what you're saying. And I'm telling you right now, that's hateration. That's pure hatred. And they ain't gonna get you nowhere. You'll get a lot farther in life making positive elements towards other people. This right here ain't gonna do nothing. I trying to equalize something that, at the end of the day, this ain't something. This is something God directly gave to me. I'm putting it out there. And just because, like you say, if you say that I'm not the only one that's gifted, where is your gift at? Why aren't you showcasing your gift? Okay. Stop talking so damn much and actually do something yourself. You see, you telling me what something that you ain't even doing yourself, man. Silliness. Anyway, man, doesn't mean you discovered something. How so? That's like saying literally, if I found a blanket with something underneath it in the woods and I removed the blanket and found it by myself and decide to leave it there, whether you know me or not, heard of me or not, just because you come behind and see the uncovered item with no one there anymore, and you never heard of or saw me there to uncover it, doesn't mean you discovered squat, fam. That's a fact. If that ain't no fact, I don't know what it. That I just said debunks you, and there is no way around that one. Because while you think you're in the woods alone and you discovered in the quotations, you might not see the discoverer there, bro. But there could be hidden cameras in the woods. What I'm getting at, this is a whole analogy that I'm giving to sink this in this dude's brain. And he know he can't get around it. At the end of the day, you come behind somebody and act like you thinking you discovered something. It might look like that, but somebody probably found that and chose to leave it in this original place or whatever for it. Hence the Nazca lines and me doing what I'm doing, numbers and all of that. And at the end of the day, just guard it. from afar. It's a bunch of area in the world. And through the internet, it helps you be able to be a lot of places at once. So that's what I'm saying with the cameras. I'm able to uh, fortify and protect my information through the essence of the internet. Um, so, and that's a great thing. So that's what I'm getting at. You know, you got to have a mind to think when you read stuff that I write sometimes. Sometimes. You might not see the discoverer there, bro, but there could be hidden cameras in the woods watching, protecting it regardless. The same cameras that withhold the actual footage of the discoverer discovering the discovery in the first place. That's so freaking powerful. What I'm getting at, what's the camera in this analogy? The computer that I'm using, or the phones that I have been using, all of the information, not just that, the stones that I have in the ground, but you know, ain't got to disclose nothing about where they at, but at the end of the day, the information is there, dated, and it's known that I did this, dude. I got everything on camera. And that's what I'm getting at with this analogy. How you gonna say that you discovered something when I recorded myself showing and telling, even got it in my own language so that can't nobody switch up the words and only I know what it says. It's wrote in my own language, encrypted. Literally said, I'm the discoverer of this, and put out and wrote, noted everything I needed to note down. And then here you are, somebody come behind in the woods talking about you discovered it. And then here comes the guy in the woods who actually pulls out his camera and his information. Let me show you something real quick. You are in an area right now that's got all type of cameras around you. I've been watching you for a long time, and I'm just going to show you right now that you haven't discovered anything. You can make the choice of getting out of here and going your own way and minding your own business, or shit, you know the other route, and I don't think we want that one. So at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. You know, it's not hard to comprehend how I'm coming at people. Because while you think you're in the woods alone and you discovered it, you might not see the discoverer there, bro. But there could be hidden cameras in the wood watching you regardless. The same cameras that withhold the actual footage of the discoverer discovering the discovery in the first place. And while any individual who may come through those woods trying to claim it, the discoverer leaves the cameras and comes to protect his property. And if the discoverer has any lip from the person who came behind his trail claiming they discovered it, the discoverer has him doing it all on camera. So what the fuck can you say if it's on camera, dude? Come on now. If it's dated, it's on camera. You can't. It's there. I don't care what you did after thinking, or you think you. I already know. Like I said, somebody could think of a Mona Lisa in a different color. You don't mean that you ain't discovered nothing. At the end of the day, the Mona Lisa was already created, and all you did was just find another way to go around to. You know, that's all you can do. So all I'm saying is that the truth is the truth, and no matter which way you flip it, upside down, inside out, right side up, it's always going to be the truth. And that's literally what my work is. Don't matter which way you flip it, it's always going to be 100% symmetrical and factual. Every step of the way. So it ain't any room for rebuttal. The truth is what it is, and it ain't about bragging rights, my bro. I own this, literally. No one can tell me I don't, because there are other great artists who have lived and created art in the past that people still admire today. Rest in peace, Leonardo da Vinci. Rest in peace, Michelangelo. People like that who created art that was left behind to actually help people. It's people out here like this guy who hate on people, who realize that power, and they want to take that away from you by saying stuff he says later, like you are not the answer, and what telling you what you ain't, trying to down you, basically trying to pull you down and gaslight you because they see your power, literally. I'm the wrong one though, partner. I'm telling you right now, you fucking with the wrong one. Bottom line is, when they ask who created the painting, they don't say anyone but the original artist. This ain't a discovery, it's a creation. That's a fact. I mean, this ain't just a discovery, it's a creation. It's both of them. Now, here he comes behind saying this. Bro, but I have more details into it. What you think you discovered, LOL. I've checked your page out and it's all about what you have discovered. But bro, to truly discover something original, you have to make your own. You have to make sure you're the only one intercepting this information, which you are not. You aren't the only one with gifts. You aren't the only one thinking this way, bro. Sorry to spoil that for you. But other than that, you still bring wisdom/knowledge to the world that is valued, but you did not discover a pattern. You discovered your method. This dude is a trip, man. This dude is a freaking trip. How you gonna tell me what the fuck I did not discover? I discovered a method. You don't even know. You don't even sound like you know what you're talking about to be real at this point, dude. You sound like a fool at this point talking like that to me. That's why you ain't clicked that link too, because you know intellectually I'm on that level. And you got to be ready when you come up here. And you know I ain't gonna play no games if you've been around, sir. So at the end of the day, what you saying right now was preposterous. What you saying, I've checked your page out and it's all about what you have discovered. You can tell that it's all about what you have discovered it because what the fuck do you think that it's supposed to be about something somebody else discovered, fool? It says 45-degree discover, fool. It doesn't say that for no reason, 45-degree discovery. Who made the discovery with 45 degrees? I ain't making it based off of nobody else. Is that what you expect me to say? You dang on right, dude, that my channel is all about, what I have discovered. That's the point. Nigga dumb. But bro, to truly discover something original, you have to make sure you're the only one intercepting this information. Didn't I just go on the internet? Do I got to do it again? Go back to the internet and show again. 45 degrees Nazca lines. I'm the only person. There's nobody. You can go through all of that yourself, homie. And when you do, then you can put me on blast. I'll give it to you. And I'll gladly do it. I'll laugh at myself and say I'm a fool for even think. I admit it. Do it then. That's all I'm telling you. You take out the time because I done did it already, partner. I know what's up. Nah, that's Nazca lines. That's just a Nazca line. 0 through 9 pyramid. Since you talking about it's all about 0 through 9. Since everybody out here, like you saying and everything, I'm not the only one with the gift. I did not discover a pattern. I discovered my method. That sounds silly as a mug, dude. The whole decimal system is a pattern. 0 through 9 is a freaking pattern. So how are you going to tell me I did not discover a pattern? You silly ass dude. You silly. Real talk. You really are silly, for saying something like that. Literally, when you get the whole freaking discovery is based off of a pattern. I discovered my method. No, this is actually how crystals are formed. I can actually I can look at a compass and the thing is, this ain't just my method. What's that? The way that I can prove you wrong is it would just be my method if I could not pull anything from nature that shows me or I can utilize within my essence and pull from nature and show it and utilize it. That applies to 4 and 5. That applies 45 degrees. And actually it's based off of the numerical code that I'm saying the discovery is with. 360 degrees / the decimal system. 0 through 9. I can pull out a compass and the whole compass is spaced out at 45 degrees, 90 degrees, 45 degrees, 22.5 degrees for intermediate, and so on. And that's a universal constant. When you talk about the universe, that's something that would never change. North, east, south, and west is always going to be for even if it was other planets. Guess what? It'll still be a north, east, south, and west. That's what all of them got. It's called a universal constant, which is what I posted on Sanchez's Instagram. Not Instagram, but YouTube. You saw me with that on there a couple videos ago about the universal constant. So at the end of the day, with the 0 through 9, that is a freaking pattern. You were very foolish for just saying that I didn't discover a pattern. That's why I say you a fool, bro. And I don't argue with fools. I'm just using you right now because I ain't been live in a minute. I'm literally letting you know I'm using your behind as an example, making an example out of you, just like the police would. You know, at the end of the day, I'm just saying, not the police, but the court of law, whatever you want to see, because at the end of the day, it's about righteousness. And I know that everything that I'm saying is righteous. I know that my intent, and I know that God, no matter what some negative person can say, I know that the higher power, God chose me out of the millions, out of the billions for a reason to figure it out. To not only, so what? Think about it. I'm one of the greatest, I can say it factually. I'm going to be remembered as one of the greatest artists to have ever lived based off of what I'm drawing alone, dead or alive. It don't matter. It don't matter which one. It's going to happen factually. I'm telling you that now. That's a fact. It's no way around it. That is a fact. At the end of the day, I ain't gonna even go down there. You aren't the only one with gifts, and you aren't the only one thinking this way. Sorry, bro. Sorry to spoil that for you. That's not actually, guess what, bro? I never said I'm the only one with gifts, and I know I'm not the only one necessarily even thinking that way about numbers. I know that I'm the only one who's drawing that. That's a fact, and put it out there into the world. And actually, like you said about it's about what you do with the information. I know I'm the only one that's actually doing something with the information. If it's other people out here in the world know it. I'm the only person who's done it. First and only. This is why I rub it in people's face, man, at this point, because people who negate it, it deserves to be rubbed in their face. Because like I said, again, I have way more detail through one event than any of the videos you have made that relates to this. I get you're trying to build a name and an image, but one mind will not do it. One mind will not do it all. That's why the Most High isn't allowing you to see every detail, because your mind is still limited in its by its own perspective. It's going to take more than just you, buddy. You just don't want something to be stamped 100% as me, that's rightfully owned to me, that I did, that I took out the time to do, that's going to be known for the rest of humanity. That is something so, imperative and necessary for humanity to know about. You just want to be part of the shine. That's all it is. That's why you call yourself having something to offer, but you don't, and you don't show it. You're just jealous, is what it sounds like at this point. And that's pathetic. That's a fact. If you had way more detail, you'll have it out there. You can't have it out there, like I said, because like I say, my stuff is copywritten. Playing no games behind it, especially with fools like you who can't even admit this nigga on point. I don't care about all of the little slick stuff. See, people will try to throw in like a half good comment or something like that, just to make it seem like they ain't hating. I look over all of that stuff. You can say all of that, you did not discover a pattern, you discover your own method and everything like that. And that I still bring wisdom and knowledge to the world that is valuable. I'm not doing this just to make no name, dude. That's what you got me messed up about. It discourages me just like Sanchez gets discouraged. Anybody is humane to get discouraged because you're not getting the credit that you deserve. I know that if this was anybody else who does this, necessarily it'd possibly be different. I know that if Snoop Dogg was drawing out what I'm drawing out, the world will go crazy if he discovers something about 4.5. They'll be calling him a genius. He's the rapper who turned genius. And it would actually change the world, actually, if Snoop Dogg or somebody up a higher level was doing what I'm doing. People in the world would change. Young black men would care more about stuff than they care about. They'll think outside the box. And guess what? I'm real close with Snoop Dogg. Real close. Closer than you might think. And at the end of the day, dude, y'all dudes, y'all, boy. I get, and that's what I'm saying, bro. At the end of the day, I get you're trying to build a name. Let me tell you, I did all of that when I was younger, dude. That's what y'all don't get. I did all of that when I was young. I didn't see you, bro. I didn't smoke weed with Snoop Dogg. I didn't been in my first time going to the club was with Snoop Dogg. You know how people talk about their first time going to the club and stuff like that. My first time going to the club was literally, that's my memory. When people talk about stuff like that, my memory is gonna be Snoop Dogg, because that's who I went to the club with first and got high with. Never in my life would I have thought that or pictured that happening. Then guess what happens next? Where's Khalifa? These people adhered to my art and appreciated my art. Still got my art hanging up in their house right now to this day. That's how I know that what I've done, when you draw a picture, it can stick into people's hearts. And I know that by me drawing out some simple discovery, it's going to help scientists in the future. It's going to help people in the future understand the past, understand even right now that we live in. That's why it's going to be stuck around forever. And that's why you got fools like this that want to try to come around and really just be some type of blood in the water, a drop of blood in the water, in the clear, clean water. They want to be that drop of blood. You see this right here? This is clear and clean, partner. You can't find no, and then there's a sign right there, 0.45 seconds. That's the universe telling you that 45 degrees is PR chords, and shut your ass up, period. Because you is irrelevant at this point. When it comes to this right here, dude, at the end of the day, when you get to talking crazy like that, like you so much know what you talking about, but you ain't offering nothing. You ain't clicked this link, but you talking so much stuff. That's how I'm gonna talk to you. I lose respect for people like that. You don't see nothing about. I ain't finna go through all that. Let me go to a deep search, just random. What number 7? Nothing. Peru archives. 45 degrees. Nothing at all, man. 0 through 9 pyramid is actually what I was supposed to be typing in. I don't want y'all to think I'm running from it. 45 degrees. I'm gonna type that in too. If it's so universal and I ain't the only one, and where is it at? I see it's oh boy. Clownery. What's that one right there? That look interesting. I'm gonna have to come back and check that out later. Like, come on. I mean, this is one of the most simplistic things. It's like typing in the ABCs, dude. At this point, to me, that's the type of knowledge that this is with this 0 through 9 thing. It's just like saying the freaking ABCs. It's just 0 through 9, the numbers. So it ought to pop up easily and quick. Where is it, young Eli? You know why your name is what it is, bruh? Eli, because you are Eli, eternal liar. That's all you doing. You is eternally lying, dude. You is a damn lie. Young Lie. Just change your name to Young Lie, bro. Eli is your name. Just change your freaking name to Young Lie. I'm telling you now, it'll do you greatly. Because you're lying. You ain't got nothing out here, dude. Not a dang gone, not a glittily that, not a miggly who what, not a who what, not nothing. Nothing up out here. I mean, and these is all the results that it is. Image wise, I can't go to nothing else. Seemingly. I don't know what's going on here, golly. Okay. Now let's see where some more results is at. The rest of results might not see anyway, please. but it's out here. You gotta be a clown. Should have been and popped up if that's the case. Look at that with the circles. It ain't that hard, dude. You talking about what the world know is really pissing me off at this point with somebody saying what the world. Don't nobody in the world fucking know this. That's a fact. I'm gonna talk to you like you need to be talked to at this point while I close out. I ain't got no disrespect for you, nothing, bro. You know, like I came at you respectfully, even in the chat. You came at me respectfully in the chat, said you needed to talk to me. I'll let me. Now, I know that we on a different terms with stuff as far as this, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not just talking to you ignorant just to talk, bro. I'm being real as hell with you. I'm telling you right now I'm showing you and proving you. Now, if you can come back and show me, then that's where I submit. Okay. But until then, dude, I'm letting your ass know right now you foul. You foul and you offbeat because at the end of the day, I'm showing and proving it until another nigga come out here and show me where another nigga did it first. Until I already got Masons that confirm that I have done this first. They ain't never seen this done nowhere in the lodge, especially when I'm drawing out the map and everything. It ain't the NASCAR, nothing. It ain't been done, bro. And if you can come out here and do that, that's where I tip my hat out to you, and you won't see me drop another video again. And I ain't just talking, I'm real behind my words. But I talk like I talk for a reason. That's bold, ain't it? I talk like that because I know what I'm talking about. Because I'm not on here just talking. Whoa, nice. I'd be amazed by other people working. I actually got professors and stuff like that I follow that's into numerology and stuff like this. I ain't just some egotistical dude that think that I'm the only answer and that everything is terminal by me and everything. I got people who I really look into as far as their work, and they do great work, but they've also let me know, man, ain't nobody, if we mathematicians, like we ain't even did this yet. Like, how did we miss that? Like, literally. You know, like how do we miss that? Yeah. And that's what you own. That's how I know it to piss people off and set people off that way. I'm gonna get it. It take a real open-minded person to realize the significance behind is all I'm saying. You know, for people to be for us to be humans and be so smart and knowledgeable and everything. How did everybody skip that? As you can see, man, it ain't nowhere. I'm gonna close out with this last point right here and show this. This is what I was saying as far as the NASCAR Estrellas earlier. Okay. Because I didn't prove this dude enough wrong. He ain't hit the link. He ain't dropped a comment. He's seen me he's dropped comments, but it's been after, and while I've been on the video. I see somebody like him as somebody of low tier of possible respect from me because he has not hit the comment. Hit the link. And he ain't come up here and talk to me man to man. He's acting like something that I don't even respect. And he has nothing to offer even online, let alone I could only imagine in real life because I'm doing it in real life and online. And at the end of the day, when I'm about to pull up this and the next time I come back on here, this is what I'll be talking about the next time. Because I ain't staying stuck on no fool. That's all this is foolery at this point because the dude ain't about what he's talking about. I am about what I'm talking about. I'm showing it in real life and on paper. Okay. And the fact is, this right here is the NASCAR Estrella Sun Star Matrix. I typed that in because it's got so many different names. If you type this in, it'll bring up all different type of results. Now, y'all know that the main discovery, which is what I was showing y'all, I think I still got it pulled up. Yeah, I do. In the background. But this right here, as you can see, is the center star is the main discovery. That's where the points right here specifically is where 0, 9, 0, and 9 hit right there. And then the other ones is 7 and 2. If you look at 7 and 2, the 7 and 2 are placed right here within the discovery for a specific reason. This whole star and everything has been linked to the tetragrammaton, which is what I'm decrypting and showing. I'm going to talk about all of this next time. But this right here is astronomical. This has to deal with the stars. I'm about to just drop my next speculation. 4 and 5 go here in the center, of course, but 7 and 2 go on here on the outside. So those are the only numbers that are being insinuated right here that people can see. What I've been showing people is that this also has to deal with the aspect of circles and 360 degrees, um, time and everything, man. And this final circle that you see out here on the outside, in the name of God, Yahweh, of course, tetragrammaton. Think about the word Tubal Cain. Tubal Cain has to deal with the number 7 and 2. And I'm just going to stop that there. I'm not going any further with that, but that's just PR Corey and what I'm saying. 7 and 2 have to deal with the circle, circular energy. That's all that I can say right now, the circle. A very frequent amount, 7 and 2. 4 and 5 more so on the linear aspect, which is what builds everything. Nothing exists without the aspect of the line. Okay. So you got this aspect right here, which is all I got this all. This is on point. This is my work all day. That's confirmed. That's factual. I even pulled up other stuff. But they was talking, Sanchez was just talking last show about Jerusalem, New Jerusalem, and all of that. I had already mentioned that. I ain't just saying that just to say I was first or nothing. No, it ain't about that. Because me and dude at this point, dude is very on point and see everything that I can see in ways that I can't. He got some stuff that he's smarter on as far as the privy knowledge of the goodness, like when he came in with the tetragrammaton, I'm up here showing what I'm showing from another level with the tetragrammaton numerology in a way that will really help people question even more, like, hey, we ain't even know it. It's like, cause see, a lot of people, like he even said, don't know what the tetragrammaton is. When you ask a Christian, they wouldn't even know that that's the name of God. And at the end of the day, a Christian wouldn't know. I can't remember what. But anyway, man, moving on and ending. The big point that I was going to show is that you see these two over here. Now I know that I've put this over the North Pole map as well, but as well, if you pay attention to these, that's what I was showing y'all at first on accidents. Pay attention to what those look like. Think about the fact that these are stars, and then I was in the midst of doing research, literal research, searching again, on radars. So when you look at a radar, this is a radar screen. So when you think about a radar, and think about if you was going to tell somebody in the future that something was going to happen or something was coming to this planet, some type of intelligence or anything, how people be talking about higher power, just like even this guy, young Eli, is actually, he's right on actually even, he's on the right road by doing that. You know what I mean? He's on the right road by, saying, that there's a higher power. I know that for a fact. I'm not just speculating. I know that for a fact at this point, based off of my own work and what's been happening to me in my life alone. That whole star Bethlehem for the Jupiter and Saturn thing, like that whole thing had to do with me and my discovery, the 4 and 5, 4.5. Maybe you wonder why this came across. You ain't on Bro Sanchez for no reason. And like you say, you didn't know about me. Instead of you being so egotistical on your end, maybe it's about you realizing, okay, this dude he obviously got way more out there than me. He obviously got all of this information out here. You sitting up here talking about you making negative out of it more than anything that I just read. And really, you don't even got the eyes to realize on your end, maybe you are being inserted or have been magnetized into my life by me, by the fact of what I've done with my drawing, and that my stuff might be able to help you down the line somewhere, or your lineage down the line through gnosis in any type of way, through some type of help, knowledge wise. But you ain't got the heart, nor the compassion, nor the eye to even realize that, and you rather just see it like I'm the one being egotistical. I've been around Bro Sanchez. I can guarantee you before you have, dude. I've been around dude since 2015 now. So I mean, 2000 and I'm not been around, you know what I'm talking about, internet. But this is 6 years in, going on 7, almost a decade that we have. That's good. That's dope, dude. We couldn't even say that we could do stuff like that. It's dope that we can say stuff like that these days. You know, some of us ain't got friends in real life because of the woke, you know, aspect of everything. You know, it's not too many people who will even had a heart to. So all I'm getting at, man, is the fact that you on the wrong road by coming at me like you coming at me, dude. You know, and that really just flatlines everything. You know, because hey, what you come across the bro sent to a place that I've already been. It seemed to me like, if anything, you the one coming behind my tracks, if anything. And we been, you know, everything that you coming to realization to, or doing, or claiming that you discovered, you know, you even said, you said, yeah, time wise, you might have discovered it first, you know, but then you go off with, but, you know, at the end of the day, it just stops there. At the end of the day, if I discovered it before somebody in real time, just like I gave the woods analogy, that's just how the game goes. I discovered it first, and that's just how it goes. The only person who discovers something is the person who discovers it, who uncovers it first. If you come behind and uncover it, and you know, just because you don't see the person who originally uncovered something, you might not think that that person is there or watching or anything. You might think that you discovered it first and that nobody ever seen it. But the fact could be and is, at the end of the day, you are not the discoverer. Um, and especially if that person has proof to, even, you know, back in the day you couldn't do it like we can do, but now it's solid, dude. You can't argue against no damn video. You can't do it. You can't argue against no date, and you damn sure can't argue against something that's been put in stone on video, with the video time, date showing, and everything. I'm telling you, I'm smarter than you think I am. And at the end of the day, I got my stuff set up to where no matter, they gonna know PR Corey did this. Hell, even if I come back to this earth, I might be able to die and pick back up exactly where I left off. I just might do that, be able to. And that, you know, that's kind of like, that's talking like Jesus dying and coming back to birth. You know, coming back, coming back to life again. You know, that's kind of crazy thing, because that's what I've been thinking about in my life. That would be cool to be, if we do come back to this earth. What if we got to a point in consciousness so freaking high to where we could start leaving behind uh 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 key factors within this world that let us know who we was and what our previous life was about, because we get wiped, data wiped whenever we die. The memory is wiped. All we know is right now, and we don't know what happened after we died. We don't know what happened before we even got put in this body. So that's why I'm, you know, it ain't the whole motivation for it, but that's the beauty of my discovery. I know that it's me. And whenever anybody see me typing it, whenever anybody see somebody typing in pig pen cipher, you know, they know that that's PR Corey. It don't matter. Ain't nobody. Guess what? I'm the only person on the earth literally typing like that on the internet. You ain't gonna find nobody else typing in pig pen cipher on the internet. That's another thing, bro. You know, I don't even. It's just got to the point where it's so old to me now. It's like I don't even gotta brag on it. You know, like it's super special like that no more. But it's still a fact to this day, and it's still something that's phenomenal. I'm the only person that figured out how to do that online, to where the Masons wanted to know how to. I'm the only person who literally types in his own language like that. If you get that, you get out of line, you're gonna be struggling trying to figure out what the fuck I said, and I could reach you before you even, you know, if, you know what I'm saying, before you even get to figuring out, you know, it's just talking in a cunningly manner. You're just playing around, but you know, crazy. But at the end of the day, you know, that's just a fact. I'm too original. And ain't no nigga coming in my life, you know, or around me in my vicinity, subscribe to me. Ain't nobody coming in this world, period, you know, behind me, erasing nothing or trying to taint nothing or nothing like that. It ain't happening. PR Corey did what he did for the Masons. Yeah, I said it. I did it because I realized what they, not just for them, but for my family. Now, I've already said that. But I realize as well who's still around me. That's one thing y'all people don't get. Y'all can talk as much shit about what I just said as much as you want to, but the fact is, who's still around me? Who's still trying to really help me? Because the people who claim that they so woke and so good-hearted people and such community people and stuff like that, they not around me. And part of the reason why, dude, is because they can't even debate me. And I believe that a lot of them is even jealous too. So all y'all can do is resort to the fact, and only thing y'all can even try to tear me down on is the fact that you not getting this support because of this, and the Most High ain't letting you realize this and that because of this. Dude, number one, who are you to tell me that I ain't realized? One thing I've learned in life is that God, the higher power, keep my mind filtered from thoughts or pathways that I don't see as necessary. So what you saying as far as you discovered it too in a different way and stuff like that, I'm telling you right now, it's only one way to make these 0 through 9 pyramids go 45 degrees and push the numbers. It's only one way to do that. So I'm telling you right now, you just talking then. That's why you couldn't just come up and click the link and say nothing. That's a fact. So at the end of the day, it's something that can't be done, replicated, or that's just, and you act so low in knowledge, honestly, I don't think you'll probably even comprehend what I'm saying on that. I think that's really part of the problem. You just don't, it ain't sinking through your head at that point. It's not sinking in your head that it's no way, it's no other way for it, period. And then you say yourself, discovering another, come on, dude. If you did, you would have it. All of the stuff that you talked about, you would have it out there. All of the work that you claim that people, should do, put in and stuff like that, you will have it out there already for people. But you just talking. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's just a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo talking and not proving nothing, not having nothing to back. But the facts is, PR Corey gonna be known for what he did, and ain't nobody helped me. Guess what? One mind did, and is always gonna continue to do it alone. Period. Until it's time to put it in stone. If you want to work and help, with the pyramid, help build. At the end of the day, people who can help, and once your mind is right and got the correct vision, maybe you can contribute to history and put your hands on some of the bricks and help us. And what I set up for the Masons of America in the future. And you can take that word how you want to. Y'all so uncomfortable and bitch hurt, and everything when y'all hear the word Mason. At the end of the day, it's building, and that's literally what I'm doing. I'm not gonna sit up here and talk. I got a great vision for America in the future and everything. Instead of just sitting back, I'd rather be a great contribution. And that's exactly what I'm going to be through my own art and my essence and the discovery that I've made. There will be a 45-degree pyramid here built. When they're talking about New Jerusalem, I was showing y'all as well where Sanchez was just talking about New Jerusalem and all of that. Well, guess what? They say that New Jerusalem was supposed to be a cube, sort of, is what they speculate. Not too solid on it. But at the same time, guess what? They also talked about New Jerusalem being a pyramid. So, it's a lot of course, I'm not taking this stuff literal. I know that this stuff is a play, is the best I can say. A lot of stuff is getting played out. These people have a gnosis of stuff, even certain people, certain bloodlines before stuff happens, certain events. And it's encoded within that book. And I strongly am witnessing to keep it on the shallow and, just at that. I'm strongly witnessing that I'm and I try not to even say it. I'm strongly witnessing slowly that I just might be more powerful than I think I am. I might have more of a meaning. I just think that I know that I consider myself in my root phase right now. I ain't even nowhere near the greatest that I could potentially be. And that there alone, but I feel my greatest. That's the thing. So that there alone blows me to the mindset of like, dude, if I'm doing it like this and I ain't even got this and that right and this and this and this and that, imagine me if I had this and that and that and that. I ain't talking about materials, but I'm talking about a certain mindset. Sit down certain stuff. Move on from certain stuff. Put certain stuff in the past. Root stuff. And keep on climbing and ascension. I'm doing this slow and really studying myself, getting that, people want you to move fast. They feel like you're stuck because you only live life once. But they don't comprehend, once you're doing right and you living with a motive and everything, especially connected to God, you here for a reason, bro. I'm here for a reason. God got me here. What is here right now was discovered, it wouldn't have been known. And it wouldn't be out here if it wasn't for me. What I was saying earlier, and that's a fact. I showed that. I proved that with the Nazca lines, 45 degrees. Everybody from there, they never even thought about it. Some of them never even heard about the geoglyphs from Nazca, and they from Peru. So I know that I'm helping. You ain't got to tell me that I'm offering wisdom and knowledge. You ain't got to tell me that. That's already known. What you can tell me though is that I'm the first to do what I'm doing. Like the hell I am. I know that you're seeing it and you witnessing it. I'm the first to do what I'm doing and show what I'm doing, and there's no way around it. And so, whenever you say something like you said, man, about see how this got this, think about like I was saying with that, with the sun star thing, that looks just like it. It got it got different arms of course on it, and the dots, of course, stop at certain specific points. But I could see that as like a radar system telling, us about some type of intelligence or event or something, some type of maybe an astronomical lineup or something. Because that would be a way to tell you about a certain specific date or time period that something is supposed to happen or something, a certain event with the Nazca lines. And that's something important. That's just a speculation because it does look like a radar, and no matter what, a radar is always going to work like what you see on the screen, no matter how you built it. Why do I say that? Because it's just like a compass, So yeah, it's crazy, man. I got one person still up in here, man. I'm probably our cook, man. For real, that's what's up. That's true. That's exactly why we move in secret and in code. Real talk, yeah. I mean, man, I'm growing to see certain stuff, man. I am. I really am. Some listen, but don't hear. Some look but don't see. He who is worthy will hear and see. The order is just a tool to complete your work. That's 100. Yeah, because it would definitely be the capstone. I know that for sure. Man, we talking about changing America. We talking about leaving behind history. The Masonic cipher is the new uh hieroglyphs. The ones that I'm making, them gonna be the new hieroglyphs of like when they look into when they look at the hieroglyphs from the past. That's my whole thing that I've been doing with that. When they look, everything that's gonna be wrote on the in stone, maybe not everything, but some of it, grand majority of it will be chiseled in stone in that cipher for the use of the people, like you just said, who will value the knowledge. It will keep it like it's supposed to be. But at the same time, that's the whole greatness of putting everything in people's face, because it ain't like you're lying to them either. Because the truth is as well, it's making them work for the truth itself. The truth is right there when you look at the square and compass, because that's what I show people at the end of the day. The 0 through 9, 4.5 is right there with the square and compass for people to see. Is it, but it even got the inch marks on it, but they'll tell you it ain't for, the not, but I'm just showing people from a different way, that this is from the real way, not just a different way, because that's what the other cat was saying. This is the real way. Because every last one of those is a fractal of 90 degrees that'll never end. And You know, I it's it's crazy, man. I just know that at the end of the day, the America that's to come after we gone, that's gonna be built, uh, is gonna be started off and greatly be inspired by my work. And I know that only certain people can help do that. That's the controlling people. That's the Freemasons, the people who got that knowledge on that certain type of stuff and those type of acquaintances to get something like that done. That's a huge project. I mean, huge. And you need a lot of knowledge to do that too. You need knowledge of electromagnetism, all of the stuff we be talking about, the underground networks and stuff like that, the tunnel systems and stuff. That's all the type of stuff that I have to look into upon making the architectural layout of the pyramid, so that everything is connected. Because it ain't just something I'm drawing. It's just gonna be thrown here. It's something I know that with the elites, they put everything where they put it for a reason. So I gotta consider their tunnel systems that I ain't never even been under, that I likely ain't gonna never experience. Kind of don't want to, too scared to. you know, that they got under there, that this, like the Egyptian stuff, was connected to tunnels. I just see a lot of stuff replaying. Yeah, a lot of mirror imagery, just going on. But it ain't no pyramid in stone up above a certain latitude and everything, especially up here in the North American continent. And we gonna be the first ones. And that's just a fact. Um, Billions of dollars, millions of dollars gonna be associated behind that, and that's just a fact. So get ready, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I'm not playing, man. I'm very serious. I wish people realize it's not just for nothing. Uh, but it's gonna be, it's gonna be on point when it happens. I ain't gonna hold you no more, man. I appreciate you coming through. If that is Cook still here. And till next time, and I'll be back in. But that radar right there, dwell on that because it's crazy. Look just like that NASCAR thing. But peace out.